If Canada and the United States united, what would our name be? The US of A? La 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 la. I can't find my ukulele. Hello YouTube, so that was an awkward YouTube. That was very vague. I kind of rearranged my body to be poised elsewhere. I recently moved my TBR into my room. So I scooted my camera over. This is where you would usually see me film, and now we're over here. Do you like this better? Do you like this worse? Let me know. I'm kind of digging it. Anyway, today we're doing a tag called the book buying tag, and I was tagged by the wonderful Jillian from Bookish and Nerdy, so I will leave her video and her channel in the down bar. She has an amazing channel, and I love anything she puts out. Her reviews are amazing, so I definitely recommend her. And so, let's get on into the tag. This tag is based around just buying books and library books and stuff like that, and as you can see, I like to buy books. Question number 1 is, where do you buy most of your books from? But I would say the majority of my books are half-price books or Amazon. Number 2 is, do you ever pre-order books? I used to be very religious about, like, this is coming out, I need to get this, gotta pre-order it. But then after a couple of experiences of getting it the day after, because I pre-order stuff on Amazon, I was just so fed up with having to wait an extra day, and so I decided that if I'm gonna pre-order something, it's gonna have to be for a book that I'm not extremely excited about. So for instance, like Ignite Me coming out, I'm gonna go buy that in stores the day it comes out so I don't have to wait for it or risk it not coming on the right day. I think the last book I pre-ordered was Champion by Marie Lu, and it came damaged, and I know I probably should have gotten a replacement, but I was too lazy, but yeah. Part 2 of that question was, do you pre-order it in store or online? And online, obviously. Question number 3, on average, how many books do you buy per month? Some months it's 0, like last month. Some month it's 25. I would say never more than like 20. Last month it was 0. The month before that it was maybe 10. This month it's gonna be around 10 until I see what I get for Christmas. Yeah, I think 10 is the average. Question number 4 is, do you use your local library? And the answer to this is yes. I used to not ever go to my library. I would only go if I like really needed a book for either research or that's basically it. So, but this year I just started going to my library again because my library is like a 2-minute walk from my school. I'm not kidding you. The road goes my school like this much of a walk and then my library, so sometimes I walk there after school. And plus, my library is so popular that typically all the good books are gone and you have to, reserve them online, so it doesn't have that good of a selection if you just go there. Plus, there are so many freaking screaming kids. Like, I can hardly go there for homework anymore just because it's so big that all the moms bring their kids there and they're like, "Ha!" all the time. Question 5. How many books do you borrow at a time from the library? So I think the most I got at one point was 4, but then I ended up bringing back 2 of them, so 2 is my answer. Question 6. What is your opinion on library books? I think they're very useful and I can't think of another word, but to a degree, they're useful because typically if a new release comes out, I won't be able to get it for a couple of weeks because it has been reserved several times. And then once I do get it, I have a time limit, and it's altogether I'd much rather buy a book, but if it's what I have to do, then definitely I will utilize the library. Another downside to using libraries, though, is that if I ever check out a book and I like it, I have to go and buy it for my shelf, and it's kind of hard to convince my parents to let me buy books that I've already read. Question number 7 is, how do I feel about second-hand books? Half-Priced Books is a second-hand bookstore, but I was able to find a ton of stuff from there that doesn't look like it's second-hand. Some of it, most of it has like a little crinkle here and there. A ton of books there are just disgusting, especially classics. Those are just highlighted and marked up, but for the majority, I think it's a pretty good deal. I'd much rather, what just happened? I'd much rather get a book with like the tiniest tear in the back of the cover for $6 than to get it pristine condition for 10, or not 10, 19. Question number 8 is, do you keep your TBR and read piles on the same shelf? No, for only one reason. I do not have room on my shelf. Can I? No. I'm going to. So basically, mini bookshelf tour. This is what my shelf looks like. Hey, so we have all of this is filled with my books, and then I only have 2 cubicles left right here for books that I have not already read. This is TBR stuff. Sorry, there's a bag there. This is TBR stuff, and this is my poetry books. And I have no room for all of that. And so, yeah, I just keep them separate because I don't have any room for them currently. Unless I, like, double up somehow, but I ain't doing that. I do plan to get a new bookshelf that's huge and grandeur and covers this wall so I can put all of them together finally. And then I will film a bookshelf tour like has been requested. Question 9 is, do you plan to read all the books that you own? Sadly, probably not. There's a bunch of books that I own that I bought maybe a year ago, and I look at them now like, what were you thinking, past Whitney? I could probably name you like 5 things that I bought on a whim just because they were on sale that I will probably never touch. So, if I do end up not reading them, then I'm definitely gonna resell them somehow. They don't necessarily go to waste if I could get money for them. Number 9, wait, I just did that one. Alright. Number 10 is, I can't read my handwriting. What do you do with books that you own that you feel you will never read or will not enjoy? I just mentioned this. I resell them to half-price books. It's not much, but hey, I can get like $1 for like 3 books. Question number 11 is, have you ever donated books? Yes. Question number 12 is, have you ever been on a book buying ban? I'm supposed to be on one. I think I declared in like August that I was going to be on one until 2014, which I've obviously broken several times. So we can pretend that was a book buying ban. And the final question is, do you feel like you buy too many books? Definitely. At this point I'm reading, I used to be able to read like 7, 8, 9, 10 books per month, and I have no clue what happened. Tumblr. But now I'm only reading like 3 or 4, so I'm buying like 4 books for every 1 book that I read, so it's like not working out. It's gonna take me like a year to get through all of these, and I have like the longest list of things coming out in 2014. So thank you for watching. That was my what is this? Book buying tag. Book buying, book shuffle. Okay, seriously, I like this way better over here. What? Because we still have like my beautiful babies, but now we have like stacks. Oh, I didn't even notice this was here. Crap, does that bug you? Let me just scoot this. That didn't even help. These are all my Magic Treehouse books and I have nowhere to put them, but I want to keep them in my room. Look how many there are. I'm missing some and I don't know why I have the impulse to go and buy them because I'm probably never going to reread them. I just have OCD that I need to have all of them. I have nowhere to put this. New bookshelf, where are you? Getting really distracted, so I'm gonna go. So thank you for watching. I will tag people in the down bar. I know I keep forgetting to do that. Bye bye.